Dave Hammond Motorsports. I'm going to talk a little bit about my setup plates that I have come up with for the legend cars and mod lights. I'd like to spend a little bit of time to show the proper way of getting the plates on the legend cars. Mod lights is pretty easy. Just remove one axle, bolt along the four corners, and you're good to go. With the legends though, first thing we need to do is check the flange of the axle. Make sure that the flange is not bent. Then, once we know the flange is straight, we want to take and try to get our studs lined up from one side to the other the best we can. Put the plates on loosely and just have it free here and get it close. You may end up having to pull an axle out of the rear end and retime it because the slots we need, they may not give us enough adjustment, so that's why we may have to rotate the axle and we put it in. But just get it in here, finger tight the nuts, and they're fairly close. Let it down on the ground. When we let it down like that, that will square the plate. Just take a ratchet, tighten it up. Don't have to be really tight, but now we have it in time. Very important also, do not use the regular lug nut. The taper of the lug nut will spread this out and bend the plate. Use the nuts and washers that I supply with the plates. Once you get this all on here, now what you can do is, I have a groove here in the back and in the front where you can take a tape measure, hook on there, go side to side, and check the toe. Now you can see if the rear end has any toe bent in it or not. To check for the camber, see if the rear end might be bent in or out, what you do then is simply raise the car up. Once the car is up in the air, we've got the plates where you can rotate it around and it clears the bodywork. Take your tape measure and you can hook your plates over and do that in different spots and to confirm that the rear end is straight. If it is bent, you'll have a different measurement from here versus here, or from there over. Once you know the rear end is straight in the car, that it's not bent, you can go ahead and lower the car back down on the ground. Position the steering where you want it, and go ahead and take the vice grips, lock into the shaft to hold the steering wheel. Now we have that done, you can start finding your squaring points off your chassis to measure off of. Then with tape measure, we've got a groove right here on all four plates so you can do your wheelbase to check that. Once you determine where your center lines are at, you go to the front end and you can square each wheel to the center line of the car, getting your toe set correctly for the left and right side. Once you do any adjustment with these plates, always just take the car, give it a bounce, let it settle out. That will relax anything that we move. If we don't lock that steering down and we change the toe or any adjustment on the front end, you can end up moving the steering wheel in the car, throwing that off. So once we get all that done, you should be good to go to measure and square your car, get your wheelbase set, your toes, your camber. Caster, I believe the tire needs to be on the car. Let's see. Also, if you want to check bump steer, simply remove the shock spring out of the corner of the car, take a floor jack onto the bumper, and run the car up and down. Measure off a fixed point to your plate, then you can determine what your bump steers actually do. If you have any questions, please call me 563-659-1153. Thank you.